Welcome everyone to Tung 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 Kong 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 Kong
Tun,
I see.
tun, tun,
That
ha,
was
ha, ha,
the
ha, 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 ha.
explanation. Yeah. Welcome to Toon Talk 2.0. My name is Clarko Kento. That's Clark Kent for Latino.
Carlos cuenta.
Carlos Kento. Carlos Quinto, like the
Carlos
chocolate.
Quinto.
Carlos Quinto. My name is Carlos Quinto. I've been reporting from the Daily Planet today with interviewing Jake Boger, director of Toon Talk 2.0. Good afternoon, Mr. Jacobo Boger.
Buenas tardes.
Oh my God, he speaks Spanish. Damn it! I wasn't prepared for that.
No, no,
How are you, everyone?
solo tengo los subtítulos.
Los subtítulos. So is subtítulos is different than subtítulos?
No son los mismos. Pero
Ah,
mi
tricky question.
accente es terrible.
No. It's not that bad. I mean, I'm the same with many words. It's hard, right? Sometimes like you're used to. Anyway, welcome to our special of Halloween. I decided to dress like, as you can see, Clark Kent. I got the old glasses, the hair in the back. You know, hard. I haven't worn a suit in a long time. I'm too buff now. You
Hmm.
see, compared to what I was, right? But I feel weird. You know, I was gonna try the tie, but it was too much. I
Well,
couldn't.
yeah, and besides, we know Clark Kent has to be mobile. I mean, he normally has the tie, but
Yeah, but it's Clark Kent. He's a little faster than me. Don't tell anyone. He's Superman. Anyway, welcome to Toon Talk 2.0. We're live in our radio and with YouTube, and we're glad that you're here. Do you have any people in the stands looking for us today?
allegedly.
Allegedly, we were a little late. It was my fault totally. You know what? I got a splinter between my nail and my finger. Have you ever had one of those?
I know.
It hurts so bad. Like so bad. So it hurts as bad as going to a movie theater after you pay your ticket and you get to see a bad movie.
Solid
And that's
transition.
thank you. And that is like the difference between a horror movie and horrific movie that you can stand. That kind of movies that you just can. And I think for the best, especially in Halloween, is to talk about those movies that you can see, not because they're scary, not because they are not gonna give you nightmares. It's because you need to save your money and move on with your life without watching those kind of movies. Anything
Because
that you
they're
have in
awful.
mind?
Yes,
Oh,
I have
they're
a
awful.
list because we said so as to not be negative Nellies the whole night. We each picked three horrible movies, and we also picked three horror movies to share with you to advise, as it
True
were.
advice. Let's just start. I'm gonna start with something really, really bad. I talked about it a couple of weeks ago. A horror movie from the perception of a dog. Remember I told you about it?
Hmm.
I think that's one of the worst movies I ever seen in my whole life. I think they're trying to get the grasp of Cuyo, but I think the writer went, I'm gonna see it as the hero, the dog, and I think it's really bad. It's so bad that I don't remember the name of the movie. I remember the name of the movie. I told you about it
Is
when
it
I
Good
went.
Boy?
Good boy, look at that. Good boy, dude. I really like this background. Thank you
Yeah,
for.
except Superman's above your head.
Yeah, cause I'm not Superman, buddy.
Oh, that's right. You're Clark Kent. Sorry,
Clark Kent.
sorry,
Why
sorry.
would go and spend money in a Superman suit in this economy? It's crazy.
Well, especially that Kryptonian fabric is subject to a tariff.
Yeah, I mean, and then I need to deal with Lex Luthor, and you know how he is Lex, always trying. I call him Alexander. Have you noticed that in Superman? Sorry that I'm gonna get digress. The new movie of Superman, actually, we're looking the same universe that is Smallville. Is the
It,
only universe that is called Luthor Corp, no Lex Corp.
it can't be the same universe.
Why not? It's the only one that has that
Because
name.
Superman in that universe, Superman. Well, okay, that's fair. Because I was
Now
gonna
think
say in
about
that,
it.
yeah, I am. I'm thinking about it.
I think that they did that on purpose, but really hidden.
That would explain it. Because I thought it was an interesting choice that they went Luther Corp.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, we digress. Good Boy, what an awful movie. It's a horrific movie, awful, bad. I don't know. I just want to find the people that find money to produce that movie and hire them for the company. How you do that pitch, Jake? How you
People
got
like
someone say, I
dogs.
got a movie? Yeah, but seriously, man. Like seriously.
Yeah, that feels
Neighbor,
like.
please.
Hi, Haley. Haley says
Let's
that she can't watch Happy Death Day 1 or 2. She's tried several times. They're god awful. They're so lame.
I congratulate you because you tried to watch one and two.
Yeah, just to see if
Yeah,
just
no,
to
but
see if
I congratulate you, Haley. I would have not even tried to see one or the other. They're awful.
I mean, the title of Happy Death Day 2 suggests that Happy Death Day 1 in fact did not result in a death day.
Or it was a happy day two, not two, but two. Hmm.
Anyway, you want to know what an act
Carlos Quinto's thinking.
you want to know what a terrible horrible movie is?
What?
FYI, for someone out there, at least two of these are going to be really hot takes, but I can explain my position. My first horrible movie is The Curse of La Llorona
It's a hot take. Why you don't like it?
because it's terrible. It's a
It's not
terrible
that
movie.
bad.
It's really bad, dude. It's awful. Half of that
I mean, I
movie.
was hoping that Hawkeye had come and save them at the end because that's the wife from Hawkeye in Avengers, the actress. That
Mhm.
was my only hope. It's okay. It's bad, but not horrific.
It's horrific, dude. Okay, so okay, they established like okay, first of all, I was more than a little shocked that they went with La Llorona because that's a very how should we that's not exactly a universal story. It had to be explained to me
Yeah.
what it in fact was. So that's kind of a stretch. And it's a cheap it was a cheap attempt to try to milk some more money out of the Conjuring universe without actually making another Conjuring movie.
Yeah, I remember we had that conversation,
Yeah.
and you were right. They didn't accept it ever that it was a part of the universe, but they use
I
same
was gonna say,
names.
but it is because they reference
It
the
is.
Annabelle doll,
Yeah.
so it is the same universe. I don't care what they say because that's which is another thing. So if the filmmakers say it's not part of the Conjuring universe, you've already lost my respect because when filmmaker how the easiest way to make a bad movie is to break the rules that you have already established in your story.
Yeah.
So by breaking your own rules or going against your own lore, you have already made your story worse. I would have just lived with it and connected it even further if I was forced to make this movie. But secondly, half of this movie only happens because the people involved are idiots. Like La Llorona didn't stand a chance of getting these kids, except these all these people are morons, including the kids. Like they got the protection around the house, and the kid
Oh,
moves the
it's a
flowers.
doll.
Yeah,
It's
like
a doll.
stupid.
Actually, no, you are mistaken. The circle, it doesn't, it's not broken by the kid. It is moved by the kid when she's grabbing the doll,
Yeah.
but the one that breaks the circle is the crazy woman that comes in and kidnaps the kids.
No, it was
Oh,
moved.
it was moved, but no broken. The woman that don't and drag the kids out is the one that breaks the circle. That happened to me the first two times that I saw it, but I saw it recently after we talked, and I went, oh.
Okay.
But
Well,
even so, it's
still.
a bad movie. I give it
Yeah,
to you, bro.
yeah,
It's a
yeah.
really bad movie.
It's just it's pretty weak sauce, and that's not even considering like the legend tells you how to protect yourself.
I'm so uncomfortable in this suit, bro. Haven't worn a suit like in 4 years.
Well,
I'm
talk to the
pretty sure the
wardrobe.
audience can tell that I look like a robot. It's like I put my face into a thing. Anyway, I look like The Rock in a suit. It's like we don't belong here anymore.
Well, and not okay, so not only that, in the case of the Curse of La Llorona, it never occurs to anyone to just skip town. to just
No,
leave?
they say that they will follow you because said let's get out. He's like he would follow you wherever you go. The bad actor that plays the Latino priest is one of the worst acting things I ever seen in my life.
In that role, yes. I've seen him in other stuff where I actually liked him, but yeah, that was very much a
Really?
paycheck. Yeah, he was in The
Really?
Mask of Zorro.
That's 30 years ago, buddy.
Well, I know he's been in other stuff too. I've seen him in other stuff. This was
Really
a phoned in
recognize you.
performance.
Yeah, this was like you can tell the direction was loose.
Oh yeah, like this was a paycheck for everyone involved, and it shows.
Why do you
And
think
not
they
only
did it?
that, well, they also made the mistake of actually showing the face of La Llorona, which I don't know why horror movies do this. It's usually my only complaint with good horror movies is it's like, ah, you showed the monster. Why do you always have to show them? You can't just leave it up to the imagination, can you? Because
Yeah,
it kills you. It kills it for me. As soon as you see its face, you can see some sort of form around it, but as soon as you see its face, now it's human and now it's dumb.
yeah,
Exactly, Justin.
totally
Rule
right.
number one, never show the monster. So my first horrible
We're not
movie,
talking about your relationships, Justin.
never show. Not until the third day. But yeah, so
uh,
my first horrible pick is The Curse of La Llorona.
so let me tell you a really good movie, a new one that blew my mind away. Shelby Oaks. Have you heard about it?
I have
Got
not.
released 2 days ago. I was lucky enough, thanks to our friends of AMC, that I was in the pre-premiere. Shelby Oaks, buddy, is fantastic. Low budget, solid story. You know that sometimes it's good to have loose ends, right? Because when you're
Yeah.
dealing with paranormal, it needs to be loose ends because it's not a real thing. Got the perfect loose ends and got that 80s 90s last that you're not expecting, and I love it. Shelby Oaks, I went to. It was the horror unknown movie in AMC theaters, and first of all, they never tell you the name of the movie until the end of the movie. It's like totally horror documentary, kind of the Blair Witch Project. You know what you tell me? You don't see the monster, right? It's
Right.
scary.
Well, see, yeah, Blair Witch Project, perfect example. You never see the monster. You don't even see,
The witch.
yeah, I mean, you don't see any, how do I say this? It's not just that they don't show the monster's face. You don't see anything to suggest that it's real other than the things that are happening around them. But that could be anything.
That could be anything. Yeah, the closest that you get to see something is at the end, right?
Yeah.
When she's against the wall, and that's fantastic. And I think that Shelby Oaks they found is like a reboot of the Blair Witch Project, but with a big twist, a big huge twist, right? This is
Hmm.
a sister looking for her sister, so she went to the documentary because it's been 11 years. Shelby Oaks highly recommended, and that's a good example of a good. Don't you think? And be honest with this. I think for a good horror movie to happen, needs to be low budget.
I don't know that that's a concrete rule per
No,
se.
it's a hot take from my end.
Well, no, I don't think you're wrong, but what I think it is I think that I don't think this goes for just horror movies. I think this goes for any movie. I think that when you have too much money to play with, some people don't
You
have
show
that
the
built-in
face.
restraint. Yeah, exactly. Because it's like, oh, well, we can totally generate like a corpse face. So yeah, let's do it. As opposed to no, just keep it shrouded. Keep it.
Yeah, keep the door closing and opening is more scary. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I went to see La Llorona, I jumped a couple of times with that face.
Yeah, but jump scares aren't horror though. And because I'm a jumper in the theater. Like something will just surprise me, but like the same thing happens if somebody walks into a room and I don't hear them. It's just like, oh shit. It's like that's not horror. I'm talking about this, and this is why I'm not a huge horror movie buff, but the ones that I do find genuinely terrifying tend to be, and you'll see a theme here. They tend to be the stuff that's existentially scary. Like you can deal with a monster, you can deal with a guy with a knife. The things that are truly scary, at least in my opinion, are the things where there's no escape because it's by their very nature. You cannot escape them. That's what's really scary. Like, everybody always talks about Michael Myers, who, don't get me wrong, love the Halloween franchise, but even if he's effectively immortal, I'm sorry, if he doesn't have legs, he can't get you.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing I'm talking about.
Or if
Like
you walk, or if you just walk without tripping.
yeah, there's that too. But I mean, it's like, especially weapons today. I'm sorry, a couple rounds of buckshot and he doesn't have a head or legs or a pen. Take your pick. Like, even if he's not dead, he cannot get you.
Or you just have to lock the door when you're having sex in a cabin that you went in, or don't take a shower when everybody's dying around you.
Or
That's a
how
good
about
rule
this?
to
How
survive.
about this? Afternoon delight. Then you don't even have to watch your back.
Yeah, that's crazy. All those movies are goofy.
Yeah, I know,
But
but
I think
yeah,
that we love the franchise, but the movies are really bad.
with Halloween.
No, with Friday the 13th.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I'll make
So
a
I love
case.
the franchise.
Yeah,
I love Jason. I love the franchise, but the movies are bad. As a whole, concept is cool. Same Halloween, but the movies are bad. If you just change the name of the killer, right, and he's not
Mhm.
carrying the franchise, the movies are kind of dumb because of the factors that you just told me.
I don't hate the
They're
first
easy to
one,
beat.
but yeah, it's
Yeah,
and
but you know what? Yeah, no,
frankly,
you're right,
Jason jumps the shark pretty early. I mean, once he goes to space,
dude.
you know,
I was so excited when I see Jason versus Michael Myers. Remember that movie? It was really
which one? The
bad.
first one,
Oh, they have two. Okay, They're, they lost
Halloween?
me. No, 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 no. There's a movie that is Jason against Michael Myers, right?
No, no, it's Freddy versus Jason, and that
Oh, Fred.
movie's so bad it's good. It's not terrible. It's fun though. It's a fun. Justin would love it.
Yeah, that's
It's
the
tons
problem
of silly.
when horror becomes fun. Uh,
Well, I shudder to call that a horror movie.
how
It's
you would
it's
call it?
it's
It's
an
a
action.
Halloween
It's
theme.
more of a Halloween action comedy than a horror
Yeah,
movie in the traditional sense. Because I remember I was sitting in the theater watching that movie at like, how old was I, 12 or 13 when that movie came out?
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
That movie has
Yeah,
is
but I'm sitting in the theater with my friends and it's during the Freddy Jason fight and I literally turned to one of my buddies and goes, "If one of them pulls out a lightsaber, I'm out of here." That's what, because like Freddy knows kung fu and it's just it's not a horror movie in the traditional sense. But you know what is a horror movie in the traditional sense? And I can't really explain why I like this one so much, but in terms of it being a movie, it's a solid movie. I actually to this day quite enjoy The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
actually it's a good movie.
It's a really good movie. And you know why I
Yeah,
like it as an exorcism movie? Because it never comes out and says, yeah, it's real. But
yeah.
it presents the viewpoint that there are people involved in this story that certainly think it's real, Emily being one of them. And even the priest isn't opposed to it being a medical thing, because at some point, I don't think the priest says it, but at some point it was kind of discussed. I think one of the witnesses brings it up that it's like, even if it is a psychological phenomenon, if someone believes that these things are real, the exorcism could help as sort of like a, maybe it wasn't that movie, but it's been brought up before. Like, exorcism could potentially be helpful, even if it's not real, because the person who is having the exorcism done to them, they believe it, and it can be kind of an example of the placebo effect. But yeah, solid movie all the way around, and it's got some good scares in it.
There's a movie with Russell Crowe about exorcisms.
The Pope's
Remember?
Exorcist. Yep, I haven't seen it, but I want to.
Can I ruin it for you, or you want me to shut
Yeah,
up?
yeah, yeah. I still want to watch it, but
So
yeah.
the thing is, the movie starts really solid. At the middle is intriguing. Then the Italian production make it interesting. Then they fuck it up. Sorry, I mean too. They mess it up so bad because I don't know, in their minds, they at the end of the end, right? Like the post titles, they're trying to say that there's a it's like an Avengers of Exorcist team. That kills me. It's like, and it finished like in a movie in a comic book. He's him and the team was like, dude. In a point, there are the X-Men inside the Vatican,
Well, they're
right?
the Exorcist men.
Ah, they're the real X-Men. Yeah, but it's really dumb.
Hey, man, there's a script there, a horror comedy, The Exorcist Men. And at the very end, like there's one priest in the bunch, right? That he never uses his powers until the very end, and they're like the whole gag is like, what does he do? It's kind well, they already did that bit in the Suicide Squad with Polka
How,
Dot Man.
how you call a group of superheroes that they become transvestites? The
Super
X-Men.
super heroes,
The X-Men. X-Men.
the X Men.
Sorry. You know what movies is good? Well,
No,
let me
you
go
got
to bad.
horrible. You got to do a horrible one now.
I got it, but it just slipped my mind. Horrible horror movie. Whew. Ah,
I can give one if you're still thinking.
The Children of Corn 3. You don't like it? Do you like that franchise?
I've only seen the first one, and it was a long time ago.
Yeah. No, my mind went blank because my bad one was the Exorcist, the Pope Exorcist, because it's really bad. I mean,
Is it really?
seriously,
That's a shame because I thought
bro,
it.
everything is good until they get to the Vatican. They go to the lower levels, and inside is like NASA against exorcists, and everybody got suits and IDs and things like, dude. And at the end, they said it's a group. I think they said they thought they could pull off a team of super exorcists going around. I think they so that's how bad it is.
It's funny. I'll tell you another horrible horror movie. Us. That
What?
movie,
Oh,
Us, the
Us.
movie Us.
It's really bad.
Oh God. Well, first of all, like here's the thing. I will give Jordan Peele credit.
For
There are
what?
well for comedy writing.
For
Now,
comedy writing,
yeah,
maybe.
well, but even so, and this is why I really don't like Jordan Peele. He uses race as a crutch,
For
particularly in
everything.
humor, because I'll be honest, I don't think he can write a joke that doesn't have to do with him being black. I don't think he can do it because almost everything and every actually I take that back. Everything in Key and Peele that I ever saw, even the stuff that was funny, it all has which is fine, but like don't act like he's Shakespeare, you know, when
I think that there's two options. I think that Keanu was when he touched rock bottom in comedy. You remember that movie, Keanu?
I know of
The
it, but I
cat?
never saw it. I never saw it.
Please, please, audience, don't waste your time.
Yeah, I wasn't about to. But no,
So,
us
but
fails
after that is when he started doing horror and suspense. He's like, dude, there's a way for him to fix his career. He can just disappear.
stop. Yeah, he can stop.
Like
Um,
seriously, every one of their movies. The last one, have you seen the last one?
Nope. And funny story about Nope. I got asked, Eric sent me a text message. He's like, "Hey, you want to go see Nope?" And I simply responded, "Nope.
No. Yeah.
I have
I
no interest. I have no interest." But
I
us,
went to the premiere. It was 93% African American.
well,
The
yeah.
people
I
that work in
mean,
the movie theater, and me as Latino. I couldn't listen to the show. Seriously. I mean, with all due respect, shut the hell up. And everybody was saying, nope, nope, because they thought it was funny to say nope when something happened. It was a moment that I really wanted to say, can you just change the joke, guys?
well, but
Yeah,
that's
it
it.
was.
And that I think because Jordan Peele is one of those writers that just cannot help himself. At least in everything I've seen of his, he cannot help himself. He has to throw a joke in there. Like there's so many moments in Us that like had he not thrown in a gag, it might have been better. But these people are stupid. Like, yeah, okay, I'm sorry. You live. These characters live in the United States. Nobody has a gun. Nobody.
No.
Nobody has a gun. Nobody. Seriously. Okay. And then the twist at the end was stupid. Like, and how are we supposed to like? It's not a twist.
You know what is worse? That is a second part.
Yeah, I saw that and I have no interest. Although I did get the question answered, why rabbits? Because I was like, why rabbits? Why not chickens? And they said, well, rabbits apparently don't need sunlight. And I'm like, oh, okay, that makes
I
sense.
mean,
It's
yeah,
still
there's
dumb.
explanation for everything. That doesn't mean it's good.
Well, no, there's not because they don't explain why, like, why is the kid like they're supposed to be body doubles, right? Spoiler alerts for us, but if you haven't seen it by now, you're not going to.
And please don't.
Yeah,
Um,
but like the little kid is basically like a chihuahua. Like it doesn't make any sense. It's just dumb. And again, we watch a family get brutally murdered for helping these people out. Of course, they're white. We watch them get brutally murdered, and then the father of the family, who's been completely useless up to and after this point, manages to outfight his evil body double. And the gag is that it starts coming back awake, and he hits it with a shovel, and it's treated as a joke. After, mind you, after we watch an entire family get brutally murdered the scene before, or
so I'm not even.
technically it's the same scene, but
Have you seen the movie that's supposed to be a horror movie, Him?
no. Wow,
So it's produced by Jordan Peele,
of
and it's the
course.
same shit but with football players.
So it's like Foxcatcher, but with dick jokes.
No, it's worst.
Well, yeah, because Foxcatcher was interesting, but
Oh yeah, no, this
virus.
movie's really bad. He's a guy that is a promise to be the first draft, and I really don't mind to spoil it for you, for anyone in the audience. He gets invited to the guy that is like the goat, and he push him to the limit, and then when they start fighting because they become to a secret society that they're vampires, and at the end, he needs to sign a document, right, to be part of the society, and he will become the quarterback and the next goat. Yeah, bro, it's
Well,
really bad.
that's what he's trying to say is that in order to succeed in major league sports, you have to sell your soul to the devil. I'm sure that's the point he's making. This coming from
Ah,
the same, but and actually to
I must
kind of
confess that Julia Fox, she looks extremely hot.
well, I was trying to smooth transition, but in the wake of all this crap, tell the audience about something good that they can look forward to. The R69 verse.
I'm gonna, yes, but I'm gonna deviate a second. Today we're recording the Halloween special for um for the R69 podcast that is part of the Pantheon podcast. And you're gonna be able to see a little bit here in YouTube on Thursday. But if you want to see everything, you need to subscribe. You can be a free user, but to see everything of all our
See
podcasts, that we have 10
everything.
podcasts. Don't. To see everything,
See
everything,
everything.
bro, behave. Mario, behave.
I'm not wearing pants.
You're not wearing pants?
No, I'm wearing shorts.
Ah, good. So that's the podcast. The music video is gonna be there a week before. The single is gonna be there a week before that is get released in Spotify, iTunes, and blah blah blah. So many things.
If you want to see what's attached to that knee,
I don't know what is attached to that knee. I don't know. I'm afraid.
well, the leg bone.
Ah, um, it looks like you lost a limb in war. It really looks like you lost a limb in war.
Well, yeah, it's my.
What happened to your knee? What happened to your knee? Where is the rest of your foot?
No, it's well. You have to subscribe to the verse to see that.
Oh, now we're talking. Uh, and we have so many things. The polls are amazing, and you subscribe so you can vote for things that are happening. Are really funny. People are deciding what we're gonna wear. Look at that.
Trying to
Uh,
cover it.
Long story, make it short. It's a big universe that you can be yourself. You can talk direct to the band. You interact with the band, and more than that, it's uncensored. That's the right word, right? So we talk about everything without nobody gets offended. Because everybody that goes there is because they want to be there, right? You can interact just like our amazing fans does for us here in Tune Talk 2.0, but you can say whatever you want. You don't need to be afraid.
Whatever you want.
Whatever. Meanwhile, it's not against the law.
I
Welcome.
was gonna say as long as it's not illegal, because then we will report your ass. But
I don't know if we will report because we're not rats, but you will not have with us anymore.
It depends on the severity of what is said. Sometimes you're required by law to report certain things. But anyway, give it
Probably my mind is not as dark as you today. So in my mind, what they would say.
bro, as Justin will
Either way,
understand, as Justin will
triple
understand.
W www.r69verse.com. Come take a look, make a free subscription, free membership, right? And if you like it, you can get a paid membership. They're gonna get more things. And the most important is when you get a paid membership, the full pay year in advance. That is extremely cheap. We're talking about $27 a year. You get a ticket for a concert included, plus the songs in your emails every month, the new single, as pre-release, and many other things. Raffles for a car, raffles to be in the concert, raffle to be in the studio with band. It's everything that you always want for a band. We have it here for you. So yeah, triple W R69verse. Right now we're reaching around 10,000 followers in less than a month. So paid members, I will say, members of the resistance, if you will. But yeah, welcome to r69verse.com. Come and check it out.
Alrighty, so give me another good horror film that the people should watch.
A good horror film. Yesterday I went to watch The Black Phone 2, the second
Mm,
part. Let me go back to The Black Phone. The first part was really good. It was an untamed story of how a guy that is called the Grabber, a serial killer, kidnap kids, and then the kids appear dead. Right? For years and years he does that. So we got to the beginning and starting of the Grabber in the second part, and the connection between how they talk over the phone, because the first one the kid gets kidnapped, and then he's put in a basement, and the basement is a phone with that cable and it rings. He talks to the dead, the ones that they've been killed by the Grabber before, and they try to help him escape. I'm gonna tell you what happened, but it's good. I never When you see an original idea that has everything but nothing at all, it's really good in horror. Then the second part we go and see his beginnings without being the classic beginning story. It's just there. We get more information from the Grabber, but now is we have two lead characters in the first one: the kid that gets kidnapped and his sister keep having visions of where his brother is. Now they're older. He's like 19 and she's like 17, and now her visions are more powerful. So it's really cool. It's really cool. I really like it. I saw it yesterday in the pre-release, and it was really good.
yeah. So my other recommendation for a good horror film, and this was almost my first one, and I think the concept of this is actually more of a true horror story in the sense, but they do the thing that I just talked about at the end, and they don't ruin it, but they show the monster, and I think that was a mistake. At least they showed the monster in kind of like a cheap CGI way. Okay, so you'll understand what I mean by this. The movie Smile.
Okay, the first
No,
one.
yeah, the first one because I haven't seen the second one yet. Smile is a great movie, and it's almost
Yes.
perfect. It's almost perfect. It's when they show the monster.
The monster at the end is not perfect, but it's far away
That's
from
what I'm
perfect.
saying. That's the mistake they made. However, spoilers for Smile. The twist at the end where see, okay, because here's the thing. The whole time I'm watching this movie, I'm into it, but the whole time I'm like, there's got to be a way to beat it. There's got to be a way to beat it, and technically there is, but it requires you willingly well, if you don't want to pass it off to somebody else, if you want to truly beat the monster, then you have to basically be okay with dying alone because the monster is passed on by somebody seeing the traumatic event of your death, which usually involves looking like you're committing suicide, but it's the monster influencing you. The twist at the end where she thinks that she's out of it, and then it's the creature manipulating her the whole time into thinking it. Ah, that was so awesome. Such a great twist. And then the idiot guy who wants to be with her has followed her to the house because she's trying to be solo here. I think it's a really good allegory. And like this is going to sound strange for me saying this, but like I think it's a great allegory for generational trauma. They do it in a way that's not so on the nose. And I mean, a lot of the death scenes are brutal. That expression is creepy as hell. If they had just not shown the monster looking part, like the monster can appear, but it appears as other people, other
And it
things, right?
looks, yeah, it looks really bad. Even the
Yeah,
effects is
but that's the thing. Yeah, the effects look so bad that it took you out of it. It's genuinely terrifying because truthfully, the way this thing works, you never know if what you're seeing or doing for that matter is real or when you're doing it, if the
or if
monster's
or
there.
in her mind. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know, and there's no escape from it because you could be in a delusion for literal days, and it can even make you do things that you don't recall doing, or like it's truly horrifying, and you can't escape it because if you fall asleep, you're screwed, but if you're awake, you're screwed. So that's what it's like. You as you're watching this movie, you're just stressed out, and that's why I say this is a movie that it's a great movie, but it's not a pleasurable experience. But it's worth seeing because it's really really
What if
good.
I told you that you don't see the monster in the Smile too?
Ah,
Would
crap!
that
Now I've
push
got
you to see you?
yeah, probably. But that's the thing. I don't love horror movies. I'm not.
I know, but Smile 2 is good, man.
Yeah, I know it's a good movie. So yeah, I'll probably give it a shot.
And they put more money on it, but they didn't spend it stupidly.
That's the hallmark of a great filmmaker, having the
So
restraint.
you gotta humor me with this, right? Yes or no? Because I know you know the answer. What if we? This is my recommendation. The ultimate, my probably this is my top five of horror movies. Okay.
Nope, save it. You got one more horrible one.
Oh, dude, I already got prepared. The horrible one. Uh oh, I know the Materialist.
I
I
don't
mean, he
even know
got
that
raped.
one.
That's horror,
Oh my god.
dude. He was drunk and a guy raped him. That's horror. Have you seen the Materialist? By the way,
No. Nope.
Academy Award winner Adrian Brody delivers perfectly. Anyway, but that was a joke. Of course, that's not a horror movie. It's from the life of an architect. The the
You mean
brutalist, not
brutalist.
materialist. The brutalist. Yeah, yeah, I got confused. He was so brutal.
Ugh.
So, dude, it's really hard to have a universe where you can talk about everything you want and then come back to this planet called YouTube when you cannot even talk.
Sure
It's
you can.
weird. Yeah, but we do this because it's a job. We need to live within the boundaries of society.
You can do
Don't,
that to the
Jakey.
boundaries.
Don't, Jakey. No, Jakey. No, you're
I
gonna get
ain't
more famous
scared.
with our 69. You know.
I ain't
Yours,
scared of
yours.
YouTube.
Last horror movie. Okay, the Blair Witch Project 2 and 3 are awful. Have
Because
you
they
watched them?
completely no. Well, no, I have seen the second one. I didn't even
They,
know there
they
was a third
lost.
one.
They lost. They
Yeah,
lost
they
the
lost the
concept.
yeah, they lost the concept of the first one.
Yeah,
Who'd
the
have thought?
first one was a piece of art, and the other two are a piece of fart. Let's put
Well,
the
you
F
can
into the art.
well, you can't spell fart without art.
There you go. I mean, it comes from within, like the art. Talking about art.
I
Anyway,
know.
humor me with my best recommendation, okay?
Hang on. Hang on. We got a
Jesus
schedule.
Christ. Give me
I
the
have
rules of YouTube.
I gotta get okay. So before I get to the worst horror movie I've ever seen, I do have an honorable mention. It's not horrible, but it's not good and it's kind of laughably bad. But there's concepts that work. So have you ever seen It Follows?
No?
Okay, so I dubbed this movie Sex Ghost because that's what it is. It's the movie where it's like a STD ghost. Like if you sleep with somebody, you pass the spirit along to them, and it follows you, albeit slowly. But its goal is to eventually try to kill you. And
No, no, no,
conceptually,
hold on a second. If you have sex with somebody, you save yourself from death with the ghost?
well, unless the ghost kills them, and then it comes back for
Then
you.
what is a load of people dying in Africa?
Well,
Anyway, keep
because
going.
they haven't.
That was a cultural
You have to
joke.
be possessed first,
Oh,
and then
I
if you're
might see that.
possessed, If you're possessed, then you sleep with somebody else, and then you pass it along to them.
Okay.
So the first part of the movie is actually pretty
What is the
decent.
name of the movie again?
It follows, but again, where they
Okay,
ruin
so
it,
you're basically doing the Cowboys Millionaire Club, right? But in a horror. That's the name of the movie. They have AIDS. You're just describing AIDS
Dallas
right now.
Buyers Club. Yeah, yeah,
You're describing AIDS.
it's an obvious metaphor, but the first half of the movie is actually pretty decent. Where they ruin it is out of nowhere they figure out a way to kill the creature, thus negating any of the horror aspect of it at all. And they kill it by electrocuting it in a swimming pool.
Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second. You're killing me here.
I didn't make the
Stay with
movie.
me. Stay here. You have a ghost that possessed the body of somebody, and the only way for not
No,
him to
no,
kill you, you gotta have sex with somebody.
no. The ghost doesn't possess you. It follows you and tries to kill you, but it's attached to you.
Okay, but the only way that you get the ghost on you is if you have sex with that person that has the ghost before you.
Correct.
Stay with me. So the theory is, if I got the ghost on me and I throw you my ghost, you got the ghost now. And
Yes.
if you got that ghost, the way to kill it is in a pool.
Electrocute it in a pool.
You are the ghost.
The ghost. So you have to lure it into the pool, but then you have
So
to
it's
get
a
out of the
clown
pool.
ghost.
I mean, yeah. Yeah,
Dude, why
that's
you see these movies?
Oh, dude, it was advertised like it came out. When did it come out? I think it came out in like 2015.
Are you, really?
Yeah, it was
I'm gonna
advertised
look it
everywhere,
up.
dude. But my actual last horrible pick is The Nun. The Nun is an
I never seen
awful.
the Nun. I neglect the Nun. I think I
Don't
love. Actually like the Conjuring. But I never wanted to see the Nun.
don't because here's The Nun suffers from two major flaws. The first of which being complete lack of knowledge of Catholicism, and you're telling a story about
A Catholic
Catholicism.
Nun.
Yeah. Um, and the fact that everyone in this movie is an idiot. Because, okay, I'm just gonna give you a scenario here, and I want you as a reasonably intelligent human being to tell me what you
What?
would do.
What?
Okay,
What?
so there is a spirit, a very evil spirit that is holed up in a church. Now, it cannot leave the church without possessing someone to exit the church.
Okay.
What do you do?
Leave the church
There's
because
a
there's a reason
whole
why I don't want to leave the church.
No, there's a whole conclave of nuns and a priest in there, and they won't leave. People have died in the church, and they won't
Oh,
leave.
I know why they don't leave because they're priests and church and nuns. That's why. That's
Leave.
their house.
Go elsewhere. Stand
Yeah, they're working.
outside.
Can't get out for a cigarette.
Take a smoke break.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
this is not
And,
difficult.
and you know that it's like non one, two, three, and four or something like that, right?
Oh yeah, but here and this is the most
So it's
egregious.
because she opened franchises with other churches.
No, but here is the most egregious sin of this movie. So we are establishing, and then this is what irks the hell out of me. This movie establishes that basically for this movie to exist in its universe, Christianity has to be real because this evil spirit exists in the context of the Christian dogma. So explain to me why a demon who's not even actually Satan himself, but it's a demon, it's some kind of demon. The nun in training who defeats the demon temporarily, of course, because it has to come back in the conjuring. She has the literal blood of Jesus Christ, according to this movie. And she spits the literal blood of Jesus into this demon's face, and it doesn't instantly just.
Worst.
Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, if anything's going to take out a demon, it's the literal blood of Christ.
Yeah. Or a
But it
ghost that
doesn't.
comes to you and makes it worse.
Well, somebody should have slept with the nun.
All right, I'm gonna give you my best horror movie
Well, hang on.
in
Before we
my
do that,
perception.
I have to let people know.
We got 1 minute.
I know we have advertisers. Just to let
Oh,
everybody know, tomorrow night, if you enjoyed this, you might want to tune into the Average Intelligence podcast tomorrow night because we are doing and we're working with data and artificial intelligence. I created a grading model and a scale of we're taking the top 10 slasher characters of all time, and we will be able to definitively say which one is the all around best slasher villain ever. We have numbers and data. So check that out tomorrow night. Yeah,
in
on the
what
average
realm?
intelligence. What?
What realm? The villains.
What do you mean?
Eh, You say the villains, right?
Hmm.
In what realm? In comics? In life?
No, no, in film franchise, horror film
In
franchises,
film? Okay, that's amazing. Oh,
slasher franchises.
that's
And
amazing.
yes, Justin, before you ask, Art the Clown did make the list.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, you can't ignore. No, it's not missing Arthur Clown. He's on the list.
All right. Just answer me this, Jake. What if you got the writer of Jurassic Park, the writer of Mission Impossible, right?
Hmm.
Uh, just the writer of Infierno and the Dante's. What is the name of that movie?
Dante's
The Da
Peak.
Vinci Code. The
Oh,
Da
the Da Vinci
Vinci
Code.
Code. You got that writer, okay? And you got him with the director Erin Brockovich, Traffic, uh, The Full Circle, and you get the perfect horror movie that is called The Presence. Steven
Ooh.
Soderbergh and David Korff. This movie, people, this movie. Listen what I say. The writer of Jurassic Park, the director of Traffic, and Erin Brockovich, Academy Award winners, blockbuster winner, Mission Impossible. They delivered this movie, and it's a continuous scene, like theater. The camera moves as part of everything. You gotta watch this movie, Jake. It's everyone needs to watch this movie. If you like movies, you haven't seen The Presence, you understand cinematography. It's brutally good.
Presence. Got it.
Well, Jake, I got a
Hang on.
job to
I
do.
still got one.
My dear God in
Hey,
heaven.
and it's
Keep going.
actually you'll appreciate this. You'll appreciate this because it'll help you with your transition. To this day, what I think
I'm
is
not transitioning to anything.
oh,
I'm
okay, yeah,
happy with who I am.
right. Um, I still do consider this to be the greatest horror movie that I've personally ever seen. It's genuinely terrifying, especially if you sit and think about it. That movie, I brought it up before, but I'm gonna bring it up again. That movie being Brightburn.
Never seen it.
Yeah, you have. We talked about it.
Brightburn?
Yeah, the it's basically like if Superman was evil as a kid. You haven't seen Brightburn? Seriously? You'd love it.
Keep talking.
Yeah, no,
Actors?
it's just like I don't know any act. Actually, I know the woman who plays the mom,
Never
but I
seen it.
really you'd love it, dude, because the concept it's alien spaceship lands, farm couple finds a baby, except the baby is an alien species that has basically the same superpowers as Superman, but it's controlled by a hive mind, and
Oh,
it's exactly it's
what is the
brutal.
name again?
Brightburn. And the thing is, the reason it's so scary is because yeah, mild spoilers, but you'll still enjoy it. Unless you want me to shut up, I'll let you enjoy it.
Shut up.
Okay, I'll shut up. But for those who know, you know why the ending is particularly scary.
I never
Because,
seen this movie. I remember the the poster that I'm seeing it, and actually it's from James Gunn.
yeah. Oh, dude,
It's,
it's,
it's written by Brian Gunn and
yeah.
directed by David Jarvis. Okay, this is good. I'm gonna watch it
Oh,
today.
oh, it's exceptional. It's a fantastic movie. I know it's not
So let me
really
ask you something.
Halloween, but
Let me ask you something. What if Superman was Latino? You think it would be Superman?
he'd be Superman.
No, that will be Spanish. It will be Superman, not
Oh,
Superman.
Superman.
There you go. All right, Jake, I need to tell you something that I haven't told you in a long time ago.
¿Eres Superman?
I need music, please. Superman music, please. Look at this beauty.
I got work to do as well.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Dum,
Bye.
dum, 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 dum. See you in next week. Enjoy Halloween and don't forget to watch our 69 podcast because we're gonna celebrate Halloween. Dun, dun, dun.